Okay, well, it's saying it's live right now.
Hmm,
We are live.
hmm,
So, you on
okay.
YouTube.
I don't know about that one, but
I
all
hear.
right, we'll all act like we are just in case we are.
Damn. Let me see. I don't know. That's weird. It took me to the live area. It says we're live.
Oh wait, now it's showing at 10:11.
Oh, anyways, welcome, people.
It says upcoming.
Okay. Yes, it's some
Oh yeah.
massive delay.
Oh, okay. I see
Yeah,
it.
sorry out there. We're kicking the tires and test driving the car right now with StreamYard. So bear with us on this late night after dark episode of Strange Darkness Radio. I'm your host, Bobby Washington, along with Miss
Amy Tiedemann.
Amy
Hello.
Tiedemann. Yes.
Good evening.
Yes. You don't even have your headphones on. You're not. Are you potting tonight? What are we doing, Amy?
Do I need my headphones, or I feel like
I
my
don't know.
headphones aren't that great? So how do I sound without the headphones?
Headphones are just for listening. It's not for. It's so the audio doesn't cross over into your mic from like my audio. Like, how do you hear me right now?
Oh, just on my computer, but I mean, I can hear you just fine though.
Yeah, it's usually they tell you. I was supposed to send a disclaimer to you that it says tell the person to use headphones because the audio will bleed into their audio and loop back, which is fine. A lot of people don't like wearing the headphones because especially it gives you hat hair or something like that, which I don't have to worry about.
It makes you like hot too. It's kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It keeps you on your toes. It makes you,
Should I? Do you care if I wear them or not? Or you don't care right now?
No, I'm good. I don't care. No,
okay.
No, you're fine. And the audio is not feeding back, just for the record.
Okay.
But what I do want to see real quick, and again, people out there, we are testing the system right now. And so the things that you're hearing are just a test of the American broadcast system of Strange Darkness Radio. And, that's what we're doing. So, Amy, again, welcome. Can you hear that? You can hear that, I take it. Okay, cool. So,
I can hear that.
Yes. So welcome again to those who are out there. Sorry for the intro. We weren't sure if we were live or not because, again, this is our first time using StreamYard. As you can see, I'm not afraid to say these logos here that you see are because I am not paying for this software yet. So that's why you can actually remove the logos, which I think is pretty cool. So I'm going to leave the duck up. Unlike a lot of you out there, you may not like Duck Dynasty, but I used to be a fan. So it harkens back to Duck Dynasty for me. But have you ever watched Duck Dynasty, Amy?
No, what's Duck Dynasty?
Duck Dynasty? You don't know about Duck Dynasty? 10 years ago, pretty much around around that time frame. Yeah, it's a TV show.
No. So like a drama or?
No. It was it was just about a actual family that, made it big. They lived in they were Tennessee, Minnesota. I don't know where they were, but they one of the brothers started a sports business as far as like selling all kind of different stuff, kind of like Turner's Outdoorsman and sports warehouse or something like that, and hit it big and created a TV show about their life and stuff like that. But that's neither here nor there. That is not paranormal, nor is it creepy or scary. So, Amy, you actually watched a movie tonight about Tarot, is what it's called on Netflix. And I actually thought it wasn't too bad. Um, it had a little bit of creep factor to it with different entities that presented itself throughout the flick. But what did you think about it? Because can you please first talk about the show you had me watch, or I don't even know how that came about. I think it just ended up in the chat somehow. It was a
Yeah, it was
Tubi.
on Tubi, right? What was that
Yeah.
called? Do you remember?
No, it was about some suburban family who was out in the woods and they were camping, and then some rural people came along and they were kind of scared. You're like, what's gonna happen here? And I don't want to, it was a 2B movie. I didn't think it was that good, but I don't want to give anything away. But I forgot the
Yeah,
name. It should have
yeah,
been called When the Suburbans Go Looking for Food or something.
Can I just say that that movie that you hated was way better? Maybe
Way better? Are you serious right now?
2 times better than Tarot.
Wow.
So Bobby texted me and told me there was this really good movie on Netflix called
I did not say
Tarot.
really good. You can actually even look at the text. I said it was good. It was okay. And it was tarot. You're into tarot. Hopefully one day she'll come on the show and whip out her tarot deck and do some readings for someone. But and that was more so the real reason. But with that being said, it was not horribly bad like the Suburbans Go to Dinner or the Suburbans Go
I
Hunting. I
beg
don't
to
even know.
differ. No, this movie. Okay, the movie started off It started off entertaining, but when I first clicked on the movie and it said PG-13, that was a red flag right there. I knew this could not be that good of a horror movie. There are very few
Oh
horror
man.
movies that are PG-13 that are good. Name one.
Well, aren't they all now PG-13?
No, they are rated R for a reason.
Well, it's usually sex, nothing to do
No.
with
The
horror.
horror movies all have gore and violence, and if it's PG-13, there's like barely any gore and violence.
You didn't
which
think the
does not
latter
make.
scene was gory? The latter. I don't want to give it away, so I'm just going to say the latter scene.
Oh my gosh,
The
Bobby,
the train.
okay. I should have known that you would think that was gory. To me, that was like PG shown on NBC, CBS. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is too funny. That is too funny. But
as soon as I saw PG-13, I texted Bobby and I said, "This is PG-13." And he assured me that it was a pretty good movie, and so
I assured you it was creepy. I like the entities that were chasing the individual people down. I thought was done well, as far as just from the mystical side of things, the paranormal side of things. Because at the end of the day, this PG-13 movie that you call, what would you have done if you were in the room, the latter situation in that house? I don't even know if it was a sorority house or if it was just a communal community
dorm room or something like that.
Something like that. I'm not even sure what it was because like a fraternity house probably. But what would you have done? I would have called 911 or left the house altogether. I would not have investigated the situation.
Well, okay, let me first of all just say I fell asleep on and off during
Wow.
that.
Wow.
That's how uninterested I was.
Wow.
20 minutes into the movie. The first 20 minutes were good, and then after that, I'm like, So kind of around the latter scene, I started nodding off, but then I woke up and I saw the very final end of the latter scene.
Mm-hmm.
So I may have missed just a tad bit of that, but
that's funny.
Yeah, no, I feel like this movie was a Final Destination one.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
They wanted to be Final Destination, but they had no nudity, no violence,
I told
no
you.
swear words.
People, I want you to go listen to the latest episode of Spectrophilia when Amy gives a diatribe in the beginning about how, well, I'm not saying that I'm into X, Y, and Z, or it has to be X, Y, and Z, and I don't want to tell you what X, Y, and Z is. Go listen to the podcast. But yeah,
What
it has to. You have to have those factors when it comes to a lot of things, whether it's movies, whether it's
in a movie or TV show, like I don't want to
a
watch
lot of
like some Lifetime thing that's all like G rated, PG rated. Like, come on, I want to see a little. Yeah, I need to see
that
like a little
is
bit
yes,
more.
that is hilarious. That is hilarious. I now I know, but a lot of those movies, they have no budget. I mean, because again, a lot of the big motion picture people like Sony and even the independent ones that really put money into movies, they're going to be the Final Destination type movies. They're not going to be the Chainsaw Massacre type, because those are more going to be on a lower budget scale. But yes, they're going to have everything that you're talking about: the gore, the nudity, just all of those things.
Was this movie terrible? I don't think it was a made for Netflix movie though, right? So you said it was a
yeah, I don't know.
Like this actually came out like in the movie theater, right? Because
did it?
They had that kid from Spider-Man in it. So I was kind of thinking, oh, it might be good. It's got that kid from Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, because he's in a lot of different things, and so that's why you thought it was a comedy. Initially, you're like, is this a comedy?
Well, because when you Google a description, and one of the sites said that it was like a horror comedy movie, and so and that was another thing. I'm like, wait, I don't really like too many horror comedy movies. Like, I prefer it's either a comedy or it's a straight up horror film. But if it's like a, like, it's hard to like that. What's that Nicolas Cage one, Renfield?
Okay.
Wasn't that like a horror comedy movie?
Yeah. Exactly.
And I tried to watch that. I think I made it through like 10 minutes of that movie. Yeah. So
yeah, I it's so funny. I don't do those gory Chainsaw Massacre type movies. I don't know why. I just
like, what is it about those that you don't like though, Bobby?
I don't know. I have to really watch one. I haven't watched some in a while. Okay,
that's why you didn't like that Tubi movie that I recommended to you.
The acting was horrible. The acting was bad.
It wasn't that bad.
It was pretty bad. It was pretty. Man, we have to look that up. Let me look that up. Talk to the audience, Amy. Let them know that coming soon, you're going to have on Strange Darkness Radio a segment where you actually will review movies, and so now people will know what your standard is when it comes to movie. They will know that they're going to get a lot of literally bang for their buck. Because it'll be
like build it up. But
no. I'm only building up this part. It's going to be an adult type title, meaning it's going to be rated R. It's going to be gory. It's going to have nudity. It is not going to be PG-13. It's not going to be G-rated, whether or not acting is good or bad. It's about how many legs are up and how many legs are coming off. So,
they don't all have to be that, but yes. But I will say most of the movies that I'm going to be watching that are horror based are going to have lots of body counts, lots of heads being ripped off, and probably nudity in it, and a few, a sex scene or two doesn't hurt, horror movie.
That's implied just based upon the nudity is usually somebody running from getting killed, somebody getting ready to do something before being killed, or a shower scene or something. But movies to me, go ahead.
I was gonna say, like Friday the 13th in the 80s, they had it down. Like that's like my standard. We could have
Wait, what's
there was always a shower scene, right, in these movies.
Yeah, but it's usually a female. It's not a male. That's actually rare.
Well, Yeah, I mean, nowadays I think they're a little bit more liberal about that. I mean, of course, it's a shower scene. It's usually women, but I think there's a lot more male nudity in a lot of these things.
Yeah, I would say we've definitely come around, um, you know, to that regard as far as full frontal nudity and craziness out there, which
Especially
is
on HBO Max, I have noticed nonstop penises on every single show that they have.
wow.
Have
That
you
is
any shows on
that's
there?
why I don't watch those movies. Thank you for that.
Well,
Not on
I
my
mean,
not on my to-do list or my watch list.
yeah. I mean, I'm not complaining about it, but yeah, I feel like
No.
it's
Fair and equal.
excessive on HBO Max. Like I watched Euphoria and then White Lotus and what's another show that's on there that they love showing male penises? I'm trying to think. I don't
Can you get
remember.
banned on YouTube already? Can that happen? How many times
What?
can you say that word? I was like, can
Penis?
we get banned on YouTube already? I'm just
You
asking.
can say penis on YouTube,
Okay.
right? Don't they
I have no
have
clue.
penises on YouTube? And
I have no clue.
so I will be so as Bobby said, I'm gonna start like a segment where I start reviewing horror movies. So if people have ideas of movies that they would like me to watch and review, that would be amazing because I'm always looking for new horror movies. But I will say they are not as good as they used to be. So
Okay, so people, I gotta say, I found the movie. It's called Low Lives.
Oh, yeah.
It's called Low Lives, and I would love to let me see if I can do some extra special stuff right here. I wonder, can I actually show you guys this? Let's see.
Like a clip from it or something, or a
Yeah.
trailer.
Yeah.
I would love to have like a poll of people watching Low Lives versus Tarot, and
Oh, wow.
I'm pretty sure Low Lives.
Oh, that's a good one. I would love that too. I think Tara would win personally, only because like I said, it does have a creep factor to it, as far as from the paranormal standpoint, from the mystical side of how each individual creature is not like it's one particular entity like Jason or Freddy, haunting me or tracking these people down. So
I don't think those were individual creatures in Tarot. It was just one creature, right?
no, it was
Well, the lady, the witch lady, the bad lady.
no, the witch lady no. For every card they pulled, that particular monster or entity
Okay.
came to life. Did you sure you watched?
I told you I fell asleep. The movie was so bad I fell asleep.
Wow. See, exactly.
I watched most of it, and I really didn't want to finish watching the movie because it was so bad. But because you recommended it, I forced myself to go to the very end of that horrible, horrible movie.
Yeah, for the record, people, I did not recommend it. I said, hey, and again, I only said anything about it because of the whole tarot thing. But I don't think it was that bad. But again, check out Low Lives. I will have something to where I can actually show you guys.
I'm looking at my text messages, people. Let me see.
What's that?
I'm looking at the text messages.
Okay.
Of what you said about the movie.
Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, pull that up. Get the
I watched Tarot last night on Netflix. It was good. I think you'll like it. It was way better than that Tubi flick.
Low Lives. Yes. So if you've put in comments, we're on StreamYard, so we can't see any text or anything popping up, but please just watch the trailer from Tarot and watch the trailer from Low Lives. And actually the trailer from Low Lives is actually probably better, only because the good couple of scenes that it has, and we'll probably put those together, and that's pretty much it. Tell me,
Your subscriber wants to know what in the world did he just tune into, or they just tune into.
oh, you just tuned into a test of Strange Darkness Radio After Dark. Me and Amy just having conversations about whatever's going on in the paranormal world or what we're doing at the moment. So that's what you're watching. Just us basically shooting the shit and testing out StreamYard is what you are watching. So, and but yeah, right now we're talking about movies. Amy is going to at some point, I would say right now, give her reviews on a movie, be it good or be it bad, because again, it's not like every movie's going to be, knock out of the park. But and sometimes, like I said earlier, it's good to review bad movies because they're either comedy in the sense of funny and horrible and you laugh at it, or like do horror movies actually scare you? Like a Chainsaw Massacre type movie or a Low Lives?
Well, Low Lives did not scare me. That was more just entertaining, and you wanted to see what was going to happen with all the people. But I would say it's probably been a really long time since a movie has scared me. But I did tell you about that movie Mara, about like sleep paralysis, I think it was. And that one I thought was actually kind of creepy.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've seen that, so I'll definitely try to check that out. But so in Low Lives, it was just a matter of the gore factor and you following the story and wanting to see what was next. Because I mean, to me, it was like you kind of could follow it automatically, like you knew what was going to happen before it happened.
In Low Lives?
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't expecting.
I knew it was the actual family that were the ones that were the cannibals, opposed to the ones you were led to believe were going to be the cannibals or do something crazy.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't. I didn't see that coming at first, but I don't remember. But it was more entertaining people. So just check out Low Lives versus Tarot, and you tell us which one's better. And I think 90% of the people will say Low Lives was better. I'm not saying that was a great movie, but better than Tarot.
Okay.
And by the way, Bobby, I have now realized that because you told me you didn't like The Boys because of
that was pretty bad.
That's so entertaining. How can you not like The Boys?
The scene, I love The Boys up until that scene. That one scene stopped me dead cold on watch. I didn't even go any further than that. So that is that episode right there. I was like, what? Because again, nudity is really cool in movies. Men really love nudity in movies, obviously, right? But doing something like that is a gore. That is another level of, I don't even know how to explain that scene.
I don't even remember which scene you're talking about. Like
the sex scene. No, the right up your alley scene. What's that?
But they've had lots of sex.
No. They don't have ones where people's faces get blown off. Where when she was riding his face.
Oh.
And she squished his head between her legs and turned into hamburger meat.
That made you quit watching The Boys?
Yes, that was disgusting.
That scene was like tame compared to some of the other scenes that they've shown. So.
Oh no, I don't know. I stopped at that point, so I was like, no, because my whole thing is like, why? I mean, it's like the whole Superman and Lois Lane type deal. It's like, okay, it's just like, I don't know. It's just why. To me, there's sometimes things aren't really needed, opposed to you can infer or like, okay, I understand how that might go if he's not in total control of his powers at all times. I mean, just from him, walking around or doing anything, picking up a pencil, how much control that would have to take theoretically if you were to put that into real practice. So I'm saying that was really gross. And the way shot it.
He was
Yeah.
definitely first.
What?
And what?
The way they shot it, the way the scene was shot,
Yeah, it was
how
definitely for shock value,
oh,
but
for
it was
sure.
still entertaining though. Yeah. I actually kind of like that Prime is because usually they were kind of goody two shoes, right?
Yeah,
Prime,
for
they
sure.
didn't like have any shows like
Yeah.
this. So it's kind of a nice change actually. But no, I knew that when you said you quit watching The Boys and then you sent me this PG-13 movie. I'm like, okay, all of Bobby's recommendations are going to be PG-13 thrillers or
Wow.
horror film,
Wow.
right?
But no, not necessarily. But again, to be honest, I don't like I said, I don't watch those crazy Chainsaw Massacre style. It's more of the Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers. You know, I mean, and those are really good classics. And they, I mean, where do you put those in the pantheon of scary movies?
Yeah, those are all classics. I love those.
Yeah.
Yeah, Friday
So,
the
there's not
13th.
too much out there like that, and there are a lot of B movies that try to, recapture that type of, vibe when it comes to their movies. Because a lot of these other movies by these big studios are mainly, movies that are big budgets,
Yeah.
they wanna throw that PG in there because they wanna get, bigger viewership, bigger audiences. So, but they
Well,
try to
that
come with the
yeah.
jump scares and all that.
Well, that's
It's not like I
the
sent you
problem.
Ghostbusters, you know?
Mhm.
It said it's not like I sent you Ghostbusters.
Oh, that's true, but that's more like a comedy. That's not really a horror, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
But
yeah,
I think that's the problem is people are so conditioned now with all of these special effects, and
yeah,
it just
that's
can't
true.
be a simple horror film, like a slasher film, like
Yeah,
going
what do you
back
think
to
about
the
Scream?
80s.
Yeah, where do you hold Scream?
Yeah, I guess that's still kind of yeah. I guess that was more along the lines of like that, right? And actually, those did well, I would say, but
I would
that
still
was
say Scream was probably a
also
little bit more gory and had a better plot and characters and acting than,
oh
Terrifier
yeah, it
100
did for sure.
Miles.
Like I haven't seen the latest one. Wasn't there one that came out with Jenny Ortega, or are they still filming that?
Would you know the name of it?
Scream, the latest
Oh, oh,
Scream,
oh,
whatever.
another Scream? I haven't heard they were doing
Yeah,
another one.
there's one with Jenny Ortega, and I'm not sure if it was released yet or not. I think it was actually released, so I'm not sure like what they did as far as that. If it's just like a straight up slasher film, like you know Friday the 13th was, but
Yeah.
or if they went like a little bit more extreme with it. But
Mhm.
I don't
To
know. But I
me, the first one is the best one.
Scream,
They
yeah.
were yeah, they were always trying to catch the lightning in a bottle when they were chasing, you know, the, the first one. And,
Yeah.
that happens a lot with, these styles of movies. But, again, Terrell is just and again, we're talking about something on Netflix. We're not, I mean, I don't know what the budget was, but you said it was a motion picture release, so I don't know. That I don't know.
Yeah, I'm assuming it came out like in the theaters, but yeah, no, I agree. The first Scream was the best Scream, and
Yeah.
the opening
So
scene was reminiscent of that 1970s movie called
mhm,
what was it? The Stranger in the House or something? You remember Carol Kane? She's
mm,
babysitting. And
yeah,
then she keeps getting all these weird phone calls while she's alone babysitting.
yeah,
You remember that movie?
mhm,
And then
mm,
all of a sudden, she gets a phone call that says,
yeah, Stranger in the House.
yeah, have you checked on the children?
Yeah,
And so it turns out that the guy was in the house the entire time.
yeah,
She was getting these creepy phone calls. So that the opening scene of Scream reminded me of that film.
yeah.
And so,
that was a good flick. There was another good flick also. I don't know if you probably never seen it. It wasn't even a scary movie. It was just about this guy who lived in the walls of this home, and it turned out it was a play on a true movie to where he actually,
oh,
yeah, he would watch the girls. It was like I don't think there was a father, a father in the home. I think it was just a single mom, and she had, I think, two girls or something like that. And he would watch them and move all around the house through through the
like
walls.
he lived like underground, right? In tunnels.
No, no, he lived literally in the walls. I think there was something in the attic that he would get, but somehow he would get in between the walls and he would watch them. And yeah, and I forgot how they ended up finding them, and it was crazy, but I think it was based upon a true story. Yeah, the guy.
Okay, I've seen another movie like that where somebody was living underneath in tunnels underneath that.
Hmm.
There's like a whole thing underground. So there's been a few movies like that. That's kind of creepy though, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that could happen. Like you said, that's like based on a true story, so that could actually happen. So that's interesting. But yeah, no, I will have to look into some more scary movies. I'm hoping that there's going to be some good ones coming out this year with Halloween and fall coming up. Um, but I will say it's been rather lacking the last few years and kind of
Hmm.
disappointing with the scary movies.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, again, I think there'll be a surge come Halloween on new movies that come out. And again, a lot of it, I believe, are going on to Tubi because they're independent films. They're just directors and people, with smaller budgets that are making these horror flicks, and people aren't really finding these movies because I think you sent, I don't know if it was you or Carolyn, but someone sent the link saying, "Oh, check out this movie," because another podcast did a review on it saying how good it was. And it was like they were in a round circle and they were talking about how good the movie was. And then, so I was like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna check it out," because I didn't even know Tubi was a thing.
Oh
And
yeah, no,
yeah,
they have a lot, and even Prime actually has like a lot of good like low budget movies as well for horror. So I do watch a lot of Prime too. Yeah,
hmm.
but
Okay.
it's very hard to find a good one. Yeah,
Yeah, nice, nice.
but yeah,
Well,
I think
again, we're I'm just letting the people know, the one person listening, which is fine. We don't do it for that. We just do it for the love of what we do, and you guys eventually will hear this, hopefully. But we're testing out StreamYard, doing a live stream, and Amy will eventually, on the podcast that we have, go check out Strange Darkness Radio, any podcast hosting site, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, anywhere you can get podcasts from. If you have any Google device or Alexa device, you can say, listen, hey Google, play Strange Darkness Radio, and it'll play it. So hopefully I'm triggering something in somebody's house. But she will be doing movie reviews for scary movies or movies that she finds very intriguing or have a paranormal spin on it. So I think that's going to be cool. And Amy, what will those movies involve? What is your criteria for you to review a movie?
uh, you
You
know
said it
what?
earlier. It was very simple.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to say
Yes,
sex, drugs, and
probably.
rock and roll,
There,
but it's close.
if it's a horror film, it's rated R. Gotta have some violence. Probably, it doesn't have to have nudity, but one nude scene is preferred, but that's
Mm.
not a requirement.
Yeah.
And a few bad words here and there. Yeah.
It's, so basically, it has to be adult rated. I mean, an R rating, basically.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, I think so. I mean, that's what makes a horror movie, right? I
yeah,
mean, to
that's what I was
that's what.
thinking. I was thinking, like, were those movies back in the day rated PG? The classic ones.
No, no, none of them. They were all rated R. There were no PG-13 horror movies in the 80s
How about
that I know.
Psycho? Was Psycho?
Oh, that one. Well, I don't
Because
think
it's
they
more
had
of
the
a
they didn't have a
mental.
rating system back then, I don't think.
Yeah.
But that definitely had some blood in it. There was a shower scene. I mean, it
It
wasn't
was
like
black and
a
white.
nude. There was no nude scene, but there was a shower scene going on.
Yeah.
But that's a great movie. That's great. I love that movie
Yeah.
actually.
It was a mental thriller.
Yeah.
And, you know, and that's what I do like. I like movies like that, opposed to, you know, the gore. And it's not even the gore. I don't know. I have to, as you're reviewing these movies, and when you come up and you go on your Amazon or Prime search or Tubi search to say which ones you're going to review, that way our guests can, or listeners can actually, you know, watch those too and, you know, give their opinion. But I'm gonna, you know, go ahead and check them out, because you talk about you fell asleep on Tarot. Man, I wanted to run from Low Lives. I mean, I was like, man, are you serious? But I watched the whole thing. I didn't fall asleep. I just liked it a lot. I mean, because then you were saying, you know, that movie was literally comedy. It was literally comedy.
The Low Lives?
Low Lives, yes. It was hilarious. It was
I don't
funny.
think it was supposed to be hilarious, though, was it?
That's my point. Exactly. That's how bad it was. Please, guys, check out Low Lives. Check out Tarot. If this video stays up, please put below in the links, or I mean in the chat, that whether or not you like which one more than the other, or and again, you know, a lot of people did like. I don't know if they were paying people to say that, because they weren't paying Amy, but that they liked the movie. But I did hear that on a lot of TikTok videos that they liked Low Lives.
On TikTok?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dan, can I ask you one question about that before we go? We're gonna go here soon. But who were the Low Lives?
Who were the Low Lives?
Who were the Low Lives?
family.
The rich suburban people?
Yeah, the rich Suburbans.
Not the hick, you know.
No, they were the
family
normal.
members.
Wait, we can't. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it. We can't spoil it.
No, I was just asking who were the Low Lives. I don't even know what that title even means. Like, why would that be the title of the movie?
Well, I'll have to let the viewers determine who they thought the Low Lives were.
It
But
should have been called like Beefcake. I would have understood.
what? Beefcake?
Beefcake.
What does that mean? What's
Beefcake.
beefcake? Oh, wait.
The daughter really wanted beefcake. The son, the mom, she really wanted beefcake. Like, what?
Mom did?
Can't we just cook it now? Why do we have to wait? Do you remember these movies, Amy? That's the first rule of Fight Club. You got to remember these movies that you're going to review.
I know. Yeah, no.
They were.
I watched it like a few months ago. I'm not saying it was. I didn't say it was like the greatest movie.
No. It's etched in my brain. That's why I remember it. It's funny how I remember bad things opposed to good things.
But that's
no.
like a good thing that it's etched in your brain, right?
No, because I was.
Beefcake is a performance or form of glamour photography depicting a large and muscular male body.
Did you really just do a Bobby right now?
Huh?
Did you really just do a Bobby? No, the beefcake reference, for those of you out there who've seen it. So this is not even a spoiler alert, because actually, yeah, from the title of the movie, it is a spoiler alert, because you would never get this from the title of the movie. But a few people in the movie wanted to really start cooking some meat it wasn't from a store. Let's just put it that way. It was not from a store. They couldn't wait. You don't remember that when they were in the RV and they really they were naming off parts
I thought
that
it was
they wanted
the
to eat.
son. The mother was doing that? I thought maybe the son.
I think they like the ears or the fingers, and they were.
Well, you just spoiled it.
No, I said spoiler alert. I clearly said spoiler alert.
Oh, you did say that. Oh, okay.
For those out there.
All All
Um,
right.
but
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm just saying, you could have did a play on words for the title. I don't think Low Lives really does anything for you know for that particular movie. But hey, who knows? Tarot is pretty much straightforward. It's
Yeah.
so straightforward that it's G and it put Amy to sleep.
Yeah. No, definitely not my favorite movie. So there are
Yes,
way better horror movies out there.
exactly. So speaking of that, do you have any current movies on your list that are horror inspired or paranormal? I don't want to
Well,
put you
I
on the
really
spot,
want to
but
see that Dracula one that came out last year, but it's not. I don't think it's streaming right now. What's the Demetrius or what's his name? You know what I'm talking about? It was on a ship
no.
or something like that.
Okay. I mean, have you heard good reviews about it or good things about it or?
No, I just remember it looked good. I don't know if it's any good or not, but you don't know what I'm talking about?
No.
Vampire movie. What was it 2023?
Oh, let me ask you this as well.
Oh, The Last Voyage of the Demeter. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that looks like a you know, historical vampire rom-com type. I just
That
think
is not a. I don't think that's a rom com.
it didn't look really supernatural or vampirish. It looks more like probably the, you know, um the sitcom vampire series that they have out there.
Vampire. I don't know, but I think it's rated R. So.
Oh, is it? Well,
Yeah.
come on. You know you're gonna have that factor. I mean, that's a given.
Yeah. I'm gonna check that one out. Yeah, I need to. I think I have to rent it though. It's not streaming anywhere. Rated
Okay.
R for bloody violence. Oh, perfect.
That's funny. That is too hilarious. Okay. Well, okay, that might be your next movie. I'll get that to you. I'm pretty sure I have it.
Oh,
Um,
nice. Okay.
But yeah, so yes, Amy will be doing movie reviews on Strange Darkness Radio podcast. So please, people out there, go check out Strange Darkness Radio podcast. Right now we have one of Amy's great topics up on the show. And I think you guys will enjoy it because it's very interesting. People who had relationships or situations, I would say, with spectral entities, meaning ghost. And I think it's what do you think about that episode, Amy?
I thought it was a really good episode. I love doing the topic-driven ones. I love talking about the Entity case and Doris Bither. Speaking of movies, people, that's a classic. Inspired by a true story, one of the most terrifying stories you could come across. That's a good one. But that one, again, is not streaming anywhere. So I don't know where to find it.
Do you know the rating on that movie?
Oh, that's rated R for sure. That's got some pretty graphic scenes in it.
Because I thought it was two cuts of that particular movie. There were two different versions.
Oh, I guess there could be, but the one I saw was like full on graphic. Yeah.
Okay.
You're like, oh my gosh, did they really like show that? Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
People out there, try to find it. I know it was on, I want to say YouTube, maybe some kind of rental thing for YouTube.
Really?
Yeah, I believe it was. It was in an odd place that I saw it. I mean, I have the movie, but yeah.
Okay, but you said, so you're thinking you've got the one.
I don't know which version because I didn't watch it. So that version. So I will, and I'll let you know. And like I said, I'll get you those movies. Just gotta let me know which titles that you're interested in checking out, and we can have put it on a USB card, and it'll be fun. It'll be interesting.
No, I want to see the uncut version.
Yeah,
that was a disturbing movie though. That's a recommendation I have.
Yeah. Okay, so yes, this is our crazy StreamYard test, And again, more to come with doing this, more actual base topics and maybe even guest lineups. As far as, because we are like, I don't want to say burnt out, but we've had a lot of guests lately on the show. And you guys haven't heard all of our episodes that are coming out soon. But we do want to get back to just general topics and topics that intrigue us and paths we want to go down and just have discussions on. Correct, Amy? That's what we're looking to do moving forward.
Yeah, no, I think we have a lot of good topics that we haven't covered yet. So I think those are going to be like really interesting to dig into. I have been wanting to, I know I keep telling you this, Bobby, but I've been wanting to do an episode on The Watcher, which a Netflix show is actually based on that. So
How is that? Have you seen? Is it a series? And did you finish it?
it's a series, yeah. I thought it was pretty good. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
I'll
not.
check it out.
That's not a true story. It's just inspired by
Yes.
what happened. But what happened was actually pretty current. So I'm hoping to like put together something so we could do like a little segment on that or a little show on that.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great. I would love to do that. Actually, I don't know much about it, if anything.
Oh,
So
okay,
I will.
perfect.
Yeah. So, well, I'm gonna actually watch the series. Will the series taint me on knowing the story, or should I, or what? Should I wait? What do you think?
No, I think it's okay to watch it because, like I said, that show is based on fiction. It's just inspired by.
Okay.
So yeah,
Nice.
but yeah, check it out. It's good. I thought it was good.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Well, we're going to end the live stream, and we want to again thank anyone for watching this or anyone who's joined. But there will be more to come. You will see our faces pulling up on live streams. We'll let you guys know in advance, so that way we can have more interaction and answer your questions even, or you can get on me about just whatever you want. I'm up for it. So yeah, it'll be fun, and I just see really bigger and brighter things coming for Strange Darkness Radio and for our small group. I think it's going to be fun, and can't wait.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Are you sure? You look bored and tired. We
Do
gotta
I?
get
No.
we
Yeah.
gotta get some excitement in here. We gotta have some like dancers run across the
That's
screen or
my
something.
natural face. I've told you this is my normal face. Yeah.
That's what Marley says all the time, which is funny.
Oh, well,
But
it's true. Yeah, it's a thing.
yeah, she said it's a thing. That's funny. Yeah, she has a serious adult R-rated face, so there's nothing wrong with that.
Marley does?
No,
R-rated face?
R-rated
Oh,
adult.
I have an R-rated
meaning
face?
serious. Yes,
What's
serious.
an R-rated face?
A serious face, meaning you're, stoic and ready and at attention, opposed to,
Oh, okay.
smiley, cheery. Oh, this is G-rated, PG-13,
Oh,
so
yeah. I have that face too, but yeah.
yeah,
No, I have all kinds of faces, I guess.
yes. Speaking of that, we will have a guest coming on soon. Her name is Jamie, and she talks about a person who she was with who was able to change his face right in front of her. So more to come on that, and I think that's going to be a really good show and topic that I can actually let you guys know about because I didn't know anything about it. It's called gang stalking. Very interesting. Didn't have a clue that that's the thing. Yeah, gang stalking.
What is gang stalking? Are you going to save that for the episode?
Yes. But do look it up, because if you're aware of it, I would definitely want to have you in chat to talk more about it when we air the episode, and get your feedback on what you really think is going on with gang stalking. It's something that goes on out there, and that could be the reason for a lot of the abductions that have been happening with ladies and men around the world. And we think they're headed off to sex trafficking farms and houses and stuff like that, but it could be a whole nother thing going on. So stay tuned for that episode. It's going to be interesting. All right, we
Can't
are
wait for
out.
that one.
Yes. That will be on the main show. That will not be a bonus episode. That will be intriguing. Anyways, we are out, and thank you guys for joining us. And you all have a good night. Stay creepy, and sweet dreams. You never know. When you dream, are you really in reality back to where what the world really is, or are you dreaming now? That's the $20 billion question. Never know. Bye. Toodles. Amy's like, okay, let me think about that one for a minute. Like, am I dreaming right now?
I'm just thinking of which one would I rather be in.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
That's a good question for a lot of people. Because what if you flip through worlds as you dream? You're flipping through different realities and experiencing those small realities. So who's to say which one is real and which one is not? Because the time, especially if you're an 8 to 16 to 12 hour sleeper, are you're spending half of your life in the dream world, in the dream state when you do dream. And just because you don't remember the dream does not mean you did not dream. FYI.
Yeah, because I think supposedly you dream every night, I think, right?
Yep, that's what they say. And your brain shows activity, so it's not like it's just dormant. So.
Oh, well, you're gonna have to share your experience with us one of these days.
Oh, what, my dreams?
No, your sleep experience and what they told you.
Oh, they found. Yeah. Yes. That actually is interesting.
I want to hear about
very
that.
Interesting. Yeah. Because that night I did not dream, but yes, I was dreaming according to the freaking wires that were hooked to my head. So yeah. All right. Again, that's the story for another day. So yeah. That's the story for another day. So we are out. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. See you.
Good night.